How's it going, guys? Chris here with 4-Star Ninja Academy. I'm going to be demoing our speed course for the upcoming FINA competition on April 11th and 12th. Obstacle 1. Clear. Obstacle 2. Clear. Obstacle 3. Clear. Obstacle 4. Clear. Obstacle 5. Clear. Obstacle 6. Embarrassing. Clear. Obstacle 7. Clear. Obstacle 8. 5.
Hey everybody, Dusty here. I'm going to go over the rules and variations for our upcoming FINA speed course that Chris just demoed. As a general rule, throughout the entire course, there will be no incidental contact with the floor, crash pads, or any posts. And then each obstacle will have some different variations, and I'll explain those as we go through. Starting off with obstacle 1, we will be using the tops of all these items to get to our orange pad. So you can use all of those. This will be your point B, and then point A for obstacle 2. For obstacle 2, for 7U and 9U, you will have the fidget spinner, you will have the trapeze bar to make your way to point B. As we go up in age group, we'll be removing the trapeze bar. So once we start with 11U, so you will be lacheting to the straight bar before you dismount to the orange pad. On to obstacle 3. You are allowed 7U, 9U, or 7U will be allowed to use any part of the star, the ring, and the star. For 9U, we'll be removing the ring. And then we will be going from 11U on, we'll be going sides only on those stars. And then making our way to the orange pad for your point B, and then becomes point A for our next obstacle. You have a trapeze bar, to get to your dismount. As we go to the 11U, we will be moving this trapeze bar out, and then your dismount will change and will be sliding out and over. But it will remain those two trapeze bars. On to our next obstacle. From our orange pad, you have your 2 quad steps, your balance beam. You are allowed to use the top of the wood, just not the feet down here. For 7U, we will have we call them an ice cube. It's a little plastic block that will be sitting right here. You'll be allowed to use that to make our way over to our point B. Now the changes for this obstacle as we go up. For 11U, everything here will be spaced out a little differently. It'll just be spread out more. And then when we get to 13U and older, so 13U, amateur adults, young adults, and top flight, the beam will be swapped out for a rolling log. And then on to our orange pad, to our point B. This will be point A for our next obstacle. We will have the ring. You're allowed to use the T-hole, the top and sides of the crow pond, and then your mini brick. What we'll be changing here is, as we go up, this would be, let me see, the ring is going to be coming out. We will be adding in a T-hole, moving the T-hole here, and then adding in another mini brick in place of the T-hole. On to what?
What division?
That will be for 11U, that we will be making that adjustment on the grips. All right, on to our orange pad, which will be a point B, and then point A for obstacle 7. You will have the Bosu balls as it is set up. This will remain the same all the way up through Masters. Once we get to 13U, the Bosu balls will be flipping upside down. And then your dismount pad for Masters, once we hit Masters Division, the orange pad will come out, and we will have a platform, a smaller wood round platform in place of this, and that will be your point B. And then on to our final obstacle or ascension. Starting off on your point B, we will be making our way up the inside of this cargo net, where we will have a bell up at the top by the blue bar to end your time. We are starting off with a minute 10 for 7U. The rest of your time limits will be told to you the day of. Good luck. We will see you guys on the 11th and 12th.